welcome back to our channel, or welcome if you're new, so you can subscribe. The button is down below. I post beauty, lifestyle, and occasionally a random video, a little wild card I like to call it, so be sure to subscribe. I would love for you to be part of my channel, part of, I guess, my journey, and I think you'll really like my content. But today's video is going to be all about the packaging that I don't like, that I kind of hate. So I'm really excited for today's video. It's inspired by Kelly Gooch. She did one of these videos, I want to say like a month or so ago. It's been on my list for a while, but with finals wrapping up, it's kind of been crazy. Honestly, don't even know when I'm posting this, but by the time you're seeing this, finals are long gone. But just with everything that's going on in my life recently, I haven't been able to film this until now, but I'm really excited to film it. And yeah, it's gonna be all about the packaging I don't like. I don't have too many things and stuff, but the ones I'm mentioning, I feel like are ones I feel normally about, I guess. I don't know, but let's just get right into it. I'm super excited to talk about this, even though it is like one of those topics you're like, huh? It's all in good spirits, so don't take this too personally, of course. So I have a variation of products, some base products, some lip base, and some palettes. So I guess we'll start with foundations first. So I have two that I don't really like. I'm going to talk about the first one first. So formula wise, pretty much I like these for the most part. It kind of depends. But the first one is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. This isn't about the formula, it's just about the packaging. I don't like the packaging on this. Like, yes, I love how it comes out and it has like the doe foot. It's huge too. Like, it's a really big size. Like, I don't know if you can tell, it's huge. But I don't love this. Like, yes, it's very easy to apply on your face and just blend it right out. But I don't know if you can tell, but the hole in this is weird. Like, when you dip it in, sometimes when you take it out, you have to be very careful because it'll just splatter. And if you have clothes on when you're doing your makeup, like if you're not in a robe or pajamas or whatever you wear when you do your makeup, but I feel like it just splatters when I like if you're not careful taking it out. So that's kind of the reason why I don't like the packaging. Of course, I do like the style. It's just like the whatever this you would call this, just like how it's like is. I do like how it is like almost like rose gold-ish looking packaging. Maybe it's not rose gold, maybe it's like a copper. I don't know, but I do like that part of it, but just the other part, not a fan. Okay, other foundation, I do like the concept with this, but I just don't like the overall thing with this. That's the Tarte Rainforest C foundation. This is like a dropper foundation. I love the coloring of the packaging and how it looks. Like, I love that aspect of it. But when it comes to like getting the product out and how much you get, I don't really like it. So it's a dropper, so you like press the button and then it drops out. But I just find it doesn't drop out huge amounts, so that kind of bothers me. Typically, I'm trying to be careful so I don't like get foundation on myself, but I just find it doesn't get a lot out. And I also find that like, yeah, basically it doesn't get like a lot out, and I feel like it takes like probably like 5 things to even get like what I would use for a normal thing of foundation to get like light to medium coverage. So I feel like that for me isn't great, and I just don't love it. I just don't love that aspect, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I feel like most of these things I'm mentioning, I don't have like huge like differing like problems with these things. It's just like minor things that makes me not like it. Packaging wise, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Next, I really don't like this, is the Amani. This is their concealer. It's basically just like a corrective type concealer, but it comes in a pot. I really do not like the pot concealer thing. Like, give me a tube, give me a wand. That's really what I want. I mean, this I can dip my sponge in, yes, but like for me, I just don't love how it's like this. I just don't like how it's like that. I really don't. And stuff like you have to dip your finger in, put it under your eyes, or dip your sponge in. It just, I feel like it also might go bad faster, and I'm just not really a fan of this packaging. I just don't like pot concealers. I'm over it. I don't even know if you could consider this a pot, but I'm just not here for it, and I don't love it. It closes fine, closure is fine, but when it comes to like just being in a pot or like whatever you would call this, I don't love it. Okay, so palette wise, fortunately I'm mentioning the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette. Now, packaging wise, like aesthetics, I love it. I love just the look it gives in the front, and I just really like it. And I love how sleek it is. I do love that aspect of it, and I even love like the mirror aspect and that kind of stuff. But I don't like how it has this huge ass like like section for the brush. I just feel like it has a huge cut for the brush when that's unnecessary. I know Kelly mentioned this in her video, but she said that basically like she doesn't understand like why you have a huge section for the brush when you're not going to keep the brush in there. Like I don't keep the brush in there, even in travel senses I don't keep the brush in there, so I think it's kind of pointless. But yeah, it just is this huge gap for a brush, and likely you're not going to keep it in there. So I really never understood that, why brands made a huge thing for the brush. Like literally just put the brush in a plastic thing in the box of the palette and call it a day. Don't put like this huge thing for the brush because we're not going to use it. And also these shadows aren't huge, and yes, they're spaced out a tiny bit like in a normal palette, but I feel like if they took the brush compartment away that you're not going to use, they could literally smush maybe 1.5 inches or half an inch of the palette down. And it's also very like bulky, which is reasoning why I don't like it. I feel like travel wise it's not like the best. I think I did get like a little bit of a deal on this when I got this, but just how bulky it is I don't love. I like thinner palettes because they fit better, even just like putting them in a makeup organizer and stuff. But yeah, it's just very thick and bulky. Like I don't know if you can tell how thick it is, but it's thick. She thick. So next I have two lippies. One I am wearing today, and I do love this formula, which I feel like a lot of things, there's nothing wrong with the formula, it's more like the packaging. This is the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip, and this is in the shade Fairy Floss. I don't know why I forgot that, but this is basically the perfect nude gloss, and I do really like it. But the applicator, when it comes to it, I don't like it. It's basically like a hairy applicator. It's like hairs, synthetic hairs, I guess is a good way to better describe it. And I don't love it. I love Dofa's better, and I just don't love that part of the packaging. I just find it's a lot messier to apply. It's supposed to be easier to apply, but I really don't understand how in the heck it's easier. I really don't get it, but it's supposed to be easier, and I just think it's harder. I just feel like I can't get on my lips how I want to. I feel like it gets messy. I just feel like it's just not how I like it. And this ColourPop has, I think, the best gloss formula, but when it comes to like packaging wise, I just don't love the hairiness of this. Like give me a Dofa and I'll be happy, but with this hairy, whatever you would call this, I just don't love it. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna mention is this lippy from L'Oreal. It is not cruelty free, and I think most of the stuff I mentioned, if not all, are cruelty free. And yes, this isn't cruelty free, but I just don't love this packaging because I feel like, so it is a wand, which is cool and all, but like you have to take it out and dip it in. I just feel like, how are you ever gonna like use up everything that's in this and stuff? And I've had this since 2017, I think, and stuff, but I just don't love the packaging on this L'Oreal lippy. Like you have to dip into there and it's like a tube, but it's not like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just don't love that and stuff. I just feel like it's not messy necessarily, but I just find like, how are you going to use all this up? And that's just like practical wise, I just think this packaging is kind of silly. But yeah, that's all the packaging that I don't like. I feel like it wasn't that serious. It's kind of just ones that I thought of and stuff. I feel like packaging isn't a huge deal. I really like packaging, especially if it's pretty, because like it gives you like its aesthetics, and no, it's not like the number one thing. I feel like it's more function is more important, but if you're a collector of makeup like me, you kind of get drawn in with packaging and you kind of put the palettes that have the best packaging like where everyone's gonna see them rather than in your drawers. I feel like that's like a big thing for me as I go for palettes that I feel like give my collection a good look. It sounds kind of like weird, but like I feel like I have a lot of pretty palettes in my collection. I'm gonna do a makeup packaging I love next, which I'm super excited about. I might actually film it after this video, so that'll probably be next, probably come in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. And yeah, let me know what your least favorite packaging is down below. I'd love to hear about that. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.